Alright guys, so before we get into this video, yes, I'm going to talk to you about foottrading.co.uk again. You guys have shown insane support on this, but you guys are making a lot of coins from it. So thank you for all the support you've shown on that. And again, hopefully you guys are continuing to make the millions you've been making. But for those of you who don't know what foottrading.co.uk is, essentially it's a website that was built by myself and Dan, aka V273, who is here, to bring together our knowledge of FIFA trading into one place where you guys can learn to trade, and we basically help you to trade. First thing to note is there are free trading guides on here. Anyone can use these. What are you waiting for? Go and check them out. They're completely free. It teaches you about trading with special cards, silvers, and icons. And they're comprehensive. Read them once, twice, 3 times. Learn how to trade with these cards, because not everyone can afford to sub to us, and we understand that. That's why we bring out the content that's free to help you guys out. It also has, for £10 a month, buying prices. This includes buying prices at the moment for over 1,000 special cards. Yesterday's update, I believe, I can tell you right now, had 1,054 special cards on there. It has buying and selling prices for both of them, for all of them, sorry. You cannot make a loss on them as long as you're following that. Silver prices on there, buying and selling prices for when we get silver supply, but every single profitable silver filter on this game is on the website. And icons, we had over 220, I think, yesterday. Icons on there, 230 it was yesterday. 230 icons with buying and selling prices for those cards. Again, I've been using it in the icon trading videos I've been showing you guys in terms of how to make coins. And also, when we think it's worthy and there's a point in doing it, we bring out Thursday flips. Thursday flips essentially can make you a lot of coins. I know someone last week, again, made, I think, 800,000 coins just off the Thursday flips alone by buying into a few of them and making quite heavy profit. That is tier 1. Tier 2 gets you access to live filters. Live filters, in my opinion, is the most OP thing on the website. When you guys watched my video and I bought into Santi Cazorla's, and obviously Cazorla took a massive hit, I made most of my profit, my loss back from that in 2 hours on live filters. I made 400,000 coins from one of those filters in literally 2 hours. It was insane. We also have a chem style calculator that we built from scratch, and a brand new feature we brought in is a thing called My Trade Storage. We built this from scratch. In fact, Dan built it from scratch, I'm not even going to lie. Basically what you do is you pop in your player name, the player rating, the price you paid, the sold price, and your profit you made after tax, which you can work out here. It tells you exactly what you get, and you submit it, and it will give you an idea of the profits you are making, and allows you to keep track of how much coins you have made from the website or any other trades that you have made. But that's foottrading.co.uk, £10 for tier 1, £15 for tier 2, but there are also free guides on there that you guys can check out. Check it out, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing down below, clicking the like button, all that good stuff. It's massively appreciated. Once again, thank you for 12,000 subs on the channel. And don't forget, on Twitch next Saturday, 9 AM to 9 PM, live charity stream to raise money for Mind and the campaign against living miserably. I'm a big advocate for good mental health. So if you want to get involved, click the link down below, come over to Twitch. And as always, I maintain what I said in that video. If you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. My DMs are always open if you need to talk. I'm here. All my mods are here. The whole community is here. So please don't feel like you're alone. But we are back on the 0 to 1 million essentially. It's 90k to 1 million. I keep calling it 0 to 1 million. It was my brother's account, trying to make 1 million coins in a week. Now we are not on 91,000 coins. I've just come off stream. We're on about 400,000, just short of 400,000 coins. What we've gone and done today, which is important, we've gone and bought into, we'll talk about the special cards afterwards. We've gone and bought into and started buying into Serie A rares. Now, Dan and I on the website, foottrading.co.uk, you can see it just below me there. We're releasing every week, we're releasing an investment guide completely free for some of you guys as a way of saying thank you for support that we've had on the website. And it's just been nuts. We are humbled and very thankful for what you guys are able to sort of enable us to do in terms of doing this full time. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for that. So as a way of saying thank you, because we know not everyone can afford to do it, and we know a lot of you in our streams who can't afford to sub, so we want to give back to the community a bit. We've got spreadsheets on there. They're going to go live ideally every Saturday and every sort of Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, to cover the SBCs we're getting for the guaranteed, so the rare Serie A investment for this week on Monday, and then the premium upgrades on Thursday, to cover what you buy those cards for and what you sell them for. So I've gone out and spent about, I think, 100,000 coins so far on this account on these cards. I fully expect to double that when these cards come to sell. I'm going to spend some more on them tomorrow. But these will just sit here and chill. And ideally, I'll list them probably up on Tuesday, I'm thinking. Because what tends to happen is important. I talked about this in the video. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out. I talked about this in the video in terms of the fact that when the SBCs first released, a lot of people put their stuff onto the market, so the prices actually come down. And then they spike, and they spike very, very high. But I think there's going to be a lot of hype about this Serie A TOTS because of the fact, simplistically, that we've got... we have Cristiano Ronaldo, Lautaro Martinez, that Gomez card. There's a lot of very good cards in the TOTS for Serie A, so a lot of people I think are going to want them. Just Cristiano Ronaldo is always a massive, massive draw. So we put that guide together. I've invested into it. We wouldn't tell you guys to do it if it's not something we do ourselves. But I've been buying into them like mad. There's loads of them here. You can't see all of them because they are unassigned. We have more than 50 items. I think I bought 80, but I'm not exactly sure. But we've got a lot of them there. So I'm looking forward to selling them and that'll be a good profit. But we're in a situation now where I can go and invest in these cards here, leave 90k on the account if I want to do some more trading tonight, I can. But I can also go and invest for overnight listing. Now, I'm doing this on a Saturday. Would I advise, if you're new to this on a Saturday, no. Sunday is the play for this. Monday is the play for this. We're doing some special card trading. And what we are doing is we're picking up cards for the price that they sell on Footbin, but with Hunters and Shadows. And people don't allow for those when they list them. So you can usually pick them up relatively easy without sniping them and make very good profit on them. The website has 1,080 of these special cards listed with the price you buy at and the price you sell at. You will make profit off them. If you want to subscribe to the website, tier 1 is £10. That gives you access to the silver prices, the special prices, and the icon prices. Tier 2 gets you live filters and trade storage too. But we went out and bought some of them. So we'll look at a few of these guys. We'll start with Osimhen. Now, this Osimhen isn't a great card. I'm not going to lie and say it's a great card. However, it's such a rare card now that it holds a very, very good value. And these cards here, maybe have these even been played with? It's been listed up. Like one game on that. Don't have Hunters on them. I've got one here now that I picked up for 20,000 coins. I'm going to list them up for probably 27. I'm going to list them up on the hour, every hour, and try and get him sold. Now, I might only get 2 or 3k profit from him when I eventually do sell him. I always overlist my cards. But what we're looking to do is we'll list for an hour at a time. So, there's Kappa, for example. If I show you Kappa, paid 24k for Kappa. If we flick through here, I'll show you now. 24k there, 23k. So, it's basically Kappa is 23, 24k, okay? But he's not that common now. There's only 5 pages of him, which isn't a lot for this card. There's one shadow there for 22, which I'm very, very tempted to buy to list overnight. I'm going to do it because it's too cheap. We're going to buy Kappa as well. And what you want to do essentially is just allow for the shadow one in now. So I've just bought the other one that's 22k and I've got one for 24k. I'm going to list them up for like 30 and 29,500 for an hour. They're not going to sell now, but hopefully overnight they do sell. People will be up. There's less supply. Sort of America's up and a bit of Asia, but the whole of Europe is asleep, and that's one of the main player bases for this game. We'll list them up, and hopefully someone should pop up now as well. There it is. We'll list this one up for 29. And all you're doing is looking to make coins outside of when you're off the game. So it's my day off tomorrow, and I'm taking a day off because I'm shattered. I'm literally going to turn this game off and just chill. And I'll be able to go onto my web app if I want to and just relist cards and buy them and sell them and just make sort of 50, 60k when the game's off. And that's what you want. When you trade and whenever you're doing trading, you want sort of revenue streams from everywhere. So you want some coins coming in directly straight away that you're buying and selling and doing whatever with. Flipping silvers, for example, is my way of doing that. Then I've got some investments for longer term, which is 2 days away for the rare goals that I've got. They're 2 days away. I bought into them now because they're quite cheap. And it allows me to make good profit on them come Monday, when I sell them Monday, Tuesday. And these special cards, which aren't an investment, I'm buying into them knowing that they'll rise later on. When the market gets quieter, they will fluctuate up. They always do. Saturday nights are usually the best nights to sell some of these cards. Also, the most risky time to buy in because they're already slightly inflated. But you buy into them and that's how you make profit out of it. Coates, we picked up Coates for... We picked up for 20, was it? No, 17 we picked up Coates for. And again, he's quite a rare card. There aren't that many of him on the market. There's one for a shadow of 18,750. Doesn't bother me that there's one there, because again, with fluctuations later on, he'll rise in price. We'll listen for 24, means about 6,000 coins profit after tax if we sell him for that. Even if we get 22, it's not making 3,000 or 4,000. We're making coins while we're off the game, and that's vitally important. If you want to get effective with your trading, you haven't got to be the greatest trader in the world to do this either. I always say this, I'm a good trader, I know what I'm doing. But there are incredible traders out there that are better than I am. But it's about teaching you guys how to make coins simplistically, because not everyone's got 5 hours a day to sit there studying the market. These are simplistic methods you can use. DRB, he's currently on the market. I think the cheapest on the market for him I saw was like 30k-ish, give or take. We picked up this DRB for 29,500 with Hunter on him. I'm going to look to try and get 36 for him. Whether I get 36 for him is another matter altogether. But we'll try and get 36 for him and see what we do. If not, we'll lower him down a little bit. He's more of a punt, that one, I'm not going to lie. Gabriel Jesus. A card that you have to be careful with because he's always flooded with shadows. He always with hunters. He always has hunters on him, like all the time without fail. The reason I picked this one up specifically is because he's a position change. Strikers down to cams always sell for more money. They always sell for more money. It might take me a few relists, but he will sell for more money without a doubt. We're going to list him up for like 38, see if we can get 38 for him. Actually, we'll go for 38,500. Get an extra 500 out of him. I'll list him up again overnight. Hopefully he'll sell. But he was one of the live filters we had a little while back, and it was an incredibly effective live filter. There were guys making 10 to 15,000 coins at one point on that card when he was on live filters in tier 2. Absolutely incredible. De Jong picked him up for 32. Now, if you look at De Jong and flick through, you have to be mindful of De Jong. His 87 doesn't cost much more than his 86. But we picked him up on a quite big undercut on him, which is very, very nice. Going to try this one for 40 overnight. I feel like we could probably get 40 for him. Again, if we get that, it's 6,000 coins profit on him, which is very, very nice. Alessandro Martinez, in my opinion, one of my favourite cards to trade with this year. He fluctuates quite a bit. But he's Argentinian, he's a decent card. I've always liked trading with him the whole year. It's never been a problem for me. 25k we paid for him. There were cheaper ones on the market now as well. These come down a little bit at 6 PM. Not stressed about that. I'm not going to pick up more than I've got for him. Going to listen for 31, hopefully sell him overnight. Do not think that I think I'll sell all these for these prices. I probably won't. I'll probably have to take it down a little bit. But we hope to sell a few of them. Eugenio Mena, another card that I like trading with. Now, this card's a harder sell. Because he's Chilean from the Argentinian League, I believe. People do still run those cards. He's a harder sell because of that, but he's also quite rare. Again, there's only a few pages of him on the market, which is usually a good sign in terms of trying to flip a card. It may take a few relisks. We paid 20,500, which I think is a very, very good deal for him. I'm going to try and get about 27 for him and see what we can do. A listing for 1 hour. But that is essentially, as you see now, we've got to that stage with this account where we've got multiple profit streams. And this is what I say to you guys. Use the silvers and flipping silvers. If you're a website sub, use the filters. If you're not a website sub, we have some filters on the Discord, on the Twitch channel, !6 PM silvers. We'll bring up those filters for you. Flip silvers during the day, just chill and whatnot, make some profit, get to 50k, 100k. Then maybe at 6 o'clock, go, okay, cool, what's the content? Can I invest in an SBC today? No, I can't, because there was not much on the game today at all for Saturday. Okay, can I invest in rare goals or in Syria? Yes, I can. Maybe put 50k there. Can I buy 2 special cards? If I'm going to come off the game now, I'll buy 2 special cards, list them up overnight, make myself 10k. It's not massive, but it's 10k more than you'd have. And then you sold other cards on Monday. You keep flipping your silvers. The 50k you started with at the beginning of the week turns into 500k by the end of the week if you start to do these sort of things. But I'm going to go away now. I'm going to take my day off. We'll be listing these cards. When I say day off, I'm still going to be listing cards, buying cards and doing stuff, but I just won't be creating content or anything like that. It's my day to sort of chill. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to come back to you guys once this stuff is sold, let you know sort of what value we're at, what profit we're at. Once everything is sold, I will be right back. Alright guys, so this is the next day. I think it's the next day. Did I record it? No, it's Saturday. So we're at Monday now. So it's the day that we're going to be sending off a lot of these rares. For reference, every single one of the specials are sold so far except for De Jong, but he is the cheapest on the market at the moment. He actually saw a little rise in weekend. Actually saw quite a big rise in weekend league, especially in the 86. And I saw one sell for 35,750. And the 36 that we've got hasn't sold yet. That's the only one that hasn't sold yet. This Casillas, full disclosure, I think Yellen got a gold pack from his rewards, my brother's account, and Casillas was in there. So 1,200 of whatever we make isn't included in it, and there's a couple of other little bits in the club, but it's nothing more than sort of 3 or 4k. But every single special card has sold for good profit. We made very, very good profit from these in the end. Both the Kappas went, the Austin men went. We had to drop the prices down on a few of them, but we're still looking at something in the region of 40 to 50,000 coins profit once all is said and done, which is very, very nice. So we'll clear those off, and the transfer pile is obviously full of Serie A rares for the upgrade packs tonight. Now I'm hoping to get about 1,000 coins profit from each of these cards, give or take depending on what I bought them for. But I am very tempted right now to go and buy into some more of them, just because I know they're going to rise in price. If you guys, like I say, if you want to get bought into rares, I don't know when this video is going to go live, so it might be too late for you now for the Serie A specific ones. But you can buy into ones for the Thursday upgrades, which are the Serie A premium upgrades. They will be coming out on Thursday, so we'll be hopefully releasing a spreadsheet for those on Monday or Tuesday on the website. Again, under Trading Guys, it's completely free, so feel free to check it out. It tells you what to buy at, what to sell at. Always remember your listing for lazy buyers. But that is where the club's at. 300,000 coins at the moment. We've still got 35,000 coins or so to come in from De Jong. And then from these guys here, I think there's like 70 of them at the moment, maybe a little bit more. Again, hopefully from those we pick up something in the region of about 140 to 180,000 coins. Give or take when we're selling to lazy buyers. So I can put us anywhere upwards of about 550,000 coins, maybe a bit more if we're lucky. But that's why I might buy into some more. But doing really well. I mean, this is sort of the 5th day of actual trading on this account. It's spread out because obviously I do other content as well. But into the sort of 5th day of actual trading on this account. And we're about 550,000 coins from a very massive standing start. We're going to keep buying into stuff now. I don't want this 300,000 coins just sitting there. It's a waste if it just sits there. So we'll look at what I can do at the moment, what the market's doing. I'm going to go from there. I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's the day after EA dropped the Syria upgrades, and yet again EA going for a curveball. There's no real justifiable reason for the change in the where is it? The Syria upgrade. There's no justifiable reason for the fact that EA decided you only need 9 Syria rares. A few people have muted about the fact that they're like, oh, the Syria is quite cheap, but it's not. It's no cheaper than La Liga or Bundesliga. In fact, it's more expensive than the La Liga and Bundesliga. I don't really know why it was, but EA have gone and done it. Doesn't mean that the rares aren't selling. As you can see, we're still listing to lazies and selling them. I didn't really get a chance to get on too much yesterday to sell them. We have got 3 days, so I'm not too stressed. But we've got some of them sold. De Jong, obviously, we got them sold. We got Johnny because we picked him up for like 600 coins or something. But these guys are all still selling. Bit by bit, they're selling. We've had to lower it down a little bit because they're not as expensive as they should be. But if you bought the spreadsheet prices, you're definitely making profit either way. We'll go and kill the transfer pile either way. And yeah, so 311,000 coins. Obviously, it doesn't tell the whole story. We've got about 200,000 coins plus on the transfer pile once we sell everything. So that's fine. We're not in a bad place for that. But whenever you've got coins, the last thing you want is them to be sitting there doing nothing. And while I haven't got time right now to sit there and flip silvers and do all that sort of stuff to make profit, what I can go and do is buy some specials. So I'm going to be using the website to do this. And when we talk about buying specials, we're looking to buy specials of Hunters and Shadows. I've talked about it a million times before. Shadows are relatively good because they're more expensive than Hunters. They are way more expensive than Hunters. And so I find that they tend to be an easier sell. The only problem you have with Shadows sometimes is they're a little bit overlisted and overpriced. So what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go to like the 50th minute and we're going to look up the cards here and see what we've got. Now I'm doing this in the morning. I always recommend if you are a website subscriber or if you choose to subscribe to a website, do it in the evening. For me, that's a better time to do this. You get more cards on the market. But we'll start from like, realistically, we'll start like here maybe. And what all I do, and I don't mind showing it right now because we've got it like essentially it gets updated every day. But I type in Lala, for example. So his price with a shadow is 29,750. There's one right there for 29,000. I'm going to go ahead and buy that because it's a good buy. I know it's not masses in it, but it's still a decent amount in it. I'll do the same thing now and look for Acuna. Let's see what he is. So he's an okay buy there, but nothing incredible. Sidibe. No, I'm pretty sure Sidibe's not a good buy, but it's always good for me to keep an eye. Even if I'm not sure, I go and check their prices. Just because, even if I think it's a terrible deal, I'll check their price. Just because it keeps me aware of what stuff's selling for, what I can look sort of to where I can see the market at, or how I can make coins. Ducore, not really that great a deal. Dele Alli, what we're saying for you. Dele Alli's 86 in form. It's 30, nah, it's okay. It's not a great deal again. Van Arnholt. And I'll just flick through, and it's this easy. This is how easy it is for me to make coins with the website. So this Van Arnholt is a buy. We'll buy this Van Arnholt. Klosterman, what are you saying, my friend? Klosterman, he is a buy. So if you look on the website, Klosterman's max buy price is 24,000. On the website, this price is 24,000, so we'll buy him. There's not like huge amounts of profit in these cards at all, but there's a decent bit of profit in these cards, and that's what you're looking for. Just to make sure that your coins are working. Let's have a look at this, guys. The Corey's a weird one because the Corey can be a brilliant buy, but sometimes he just gets overlisted like mad. But there's one there for 30. I'll have a little look again on that. And it gives you an idea. So I look at the coin. I like the coin. The website says it's a buy. But you want to get an idea of the price that you see with shadows on him at the moment. So there's one there for 30 as well. But there's none really in and around that 30k. If that makes sense. There's not that many shadows on the market right now. So we're going to go ahead and buy that one. If we go back to it. He's a cam card as well. So think about it as cam. So we're going to buy that one. This isn't too bad a deal. We'll keep looking. Dumfries is one to avoid. I can't stress that enough. Avoid Dumfries like the plague. Tagliafico. He's just got his new... Have a little look at this one. He's just got his TOTS card. So that might have seen a little jump. It's okay. I mean, it is a buy, but I'm not going to buy that one for now. The problem I have with this Tagliafico is he tends to get, like... I tend to find that he's always sort of got shadows coming on and off the market all the time. 26 there. I don't know, to be fair. 20,000. I'm torn on this Tagliafico. It's a good buy according to the website, but I'm just not sure if I want to buy him. Guy. Just a gunner gay. Again. Not the best of deals. I'm not a massive fan of just the kind of gay. Lejeune, Mina, no, we're not really interested in any of those. So that Decore there, I could buy that one as well. There'd be 230s then. I don't want to spend all my coins just yet. So we picked up straight away from the website 4 deals. Hopefully 20,000 coins profit in those. And then we'll go look at Hunters now as well. And then we'll come back to Shadows after that. So we'll look at Hunter. And flick up and do the same thing. And we will flick through. Again, so if I get to 50th minute in and around that. So sort of in and around here now, Deutsch is not someone I have any interest in. Naki Wells, no one I don't really have interest in selling them. I only want to buy guys that I know have a decent value long term. So look at Sancho, for example, and I'm pretty sure this is not a buy. But it's still good. I want to check his price all the time and just see what he's selling for. Yeah, no, not really interested in that one. Martinez, not interested in him. Pookie. Gamero is always a good seller, but I'm pretty sure that's not the best deal in the world. It's an okay deal, but I don't want to look for okay deals. I want to look for very good deals at the moment. Mahrez, Orzic. Gabriel Jesus. See where he's at the moment. That's too much on him. Jimenez. So look, no one massive there that I think, yeah, I'm definitely interested in those cards. Jimenez can be alright. He's a hard sell. I find he's a hard sell. So I'm not a massive fan of Jimenez. Let's have a little look. I just want to see what he's got with Hunters on him at the moment. My thing about him is he tends to be massively listed. As you can see, look how many Hunters there are of him in the market. So when you are using the website, whenever you're doing a trading, just always be aware of what's going on and say, okay, cool. This one's listed for 35. It's a decent deal, XYZ. However, how many of them on the market are there? How many has he got of Hunters? If he's got like 50, 20 of them, 15, 20 of them, I'm not interested. I'm like, nah, you're right. I'll hold off. Go back to Shadow. If I have to, I'll buy that Decore as well. That Decore could be like worth buying. It is worth buying. It's a good deal. It's just, I don't like having 2 of the same card on the transfer pile if I could avoid it. We'll go up again. So we've got Kappa there. We know we sold one the other day. Lala, I mean... Lala, this is the thing, right? It happens every now and then. You pick up quite a few of them, and I'm like, he is a buy, without a doubt, at 29. But do I want to buy another one at 29? I'm not sure. Either way, overnight, they're going to be good buys. I'm going to go and buy this Decore, and I think I'm going to buy that other Lalo as well. The reason I like Lalo especially is because we have got the Liga and Tots coming. So we've got those, and it tells you what to sell them for, so I know roughly what to sell these for anyway. The website tells me what to sell them for. We're going to list them up for like 35. He won't sell immediately, but hopefully he'll sell overnight as the market sort of has less supply on it. So we'll put 35 on this Lala, and the next Lala we'll put like 35, 500 on. Always spread your bets on them. Don't have them at the same price. Flick them up, like change them up a little bit. Decore at Cam, we're going to go for 36, I think. Maybe a little bit more than that, actually. We'll overlist initially, there's no harm. We'll list them at 37, we'll list the other one at 36.5. But I just don't really like too many coins sitting here not doing anything. If you have coins on the game, you want them to be making coins. You don't want to be sitting there going, okay, cool, well I'm going to just leave them jamming. You want to make sure they're making as much for you as they can. We'll go for Klosterman 30,000. And then Van Arnholt, we'll list for like 33. Should sell relatively easily at 33. Remember, we'll go 34 to start off with. But those special cards are now listed up, and that's good. But remember, if you can't afford to sub to a website, because we understand that not everyone can do that, and we wouldn't ever expect anyone to do it if they couldn't afford it. What you're looking for here is you're looking for their price on Footbin and being within sort of 1,000 coins of the price on Footbin, because you then allow for a shadow. It's massively important that you're mindful that when you're looking up these cards, just check how many shadows and hunters they've got. Just have a little look, because even if the website says it's a good buy or Footbin says it's a good buy, if those cards are absolutely hammered with loads of shadows at the same price, it's going to be a much harder sell than it would be potentially if you bought someone else. It's just my opinion and how I think things go and how things are better. This Donk usually sort of sits at about 22 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no interest in him at all. Henderson, what's he saying these days? It's not a bad buy, but I'm not interested in it. Carvajal. 86 in form, nah, not interested in that. Why now? Wouldn't be interested in that either. Maguire. So that's a buy. That's a definite buy. It's quite a bit below the website price actually. That's the one we just bought as well, yeah. Upamecano. Let's have a look at him. He usually sits under 20 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, about 20k for him. We're not interested in that. And then also go and look through the 1 hours and stuff like that. Get an idea of what these guys are saying. So I will look at Medell and see what he's doing at the moment. Too expensive for me right now. But go past the 3 hours as well, because a lot of people neglect to go to 3 hours. Like that Klosterman's not a bad buy. What else we got? Ali No, Van der Beek. And an 87 wants to watch De Jong. What's he saying at the moment? Yeah, no interest in him right now. Klosterman, Sidibe, St. Just. Not a bad buy, but again, not a great buy either. Tarkovsky. Well, either way, it's a bit happy that. It's invested 200k, so that's not too bad. I think once all is sold, let's have a little look at what he's got, because he usually has quite a few shadows on him. But see, look, the reason why I like Maguire, right? This is why I like some of the older cards. He hasn't got that many of him on the market right now. So you can probably overlist this quite a bit. It's quite a rare card. So for him, I'm going to go to like 35, 36 maybe. We might be able to pick up quite a good deal on him because there's very few of him on the market. And you might be sitting there thinking, why would anyone buy a Maguire? Trust me, people buy Maguire. People buy those cards. I don't know why, but people buy them. Some people have got the coins and just go, sod it, I'm going to put them in my team, and that's all well and good. But that is essentially where we're at the moment, and it's good. And we're doing really, really well. I'm trying to get to a point that by Thursday we've got this done, ideally. So for me, any way we can make extra coins is a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all. We have 97 things selling at the moment. Hopefully, once all that sells, we're looking at sort of 600, 700k in and around that. And I'll be trading on it again later tonight. That's going to be the end of the video for now, though, lads. Again, I do want to give you guys an idea once everything sells for the next episode of where we're at. It's just very difficult because I like to have stuff continually selling. But I'd say we're about, give or take, about 550,000 coins in and around that at the moment. Once everything sells outside of those special cards, maybe 600,000 coins once those special cards sell. So that's not bad at all. We've done very, very well, especially because I've not actually been grinding it out. I've probably done about 7 or 8 hours of trading on this actual account. So we've done very, very well with it. But yeah, ideally, next episode, we get up to sort of 700-800k and then push on from there. Might be able to buy a couple of icons tonight if stuff does sell. But that's going to be the end of the video. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing down below. Clicking the like button, all that good stuff. It's massively appreciated. But for now, lads, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.